Being said, my focus has been on trying to encourage the bride and present to our Father a happy, loving, excited, delighted, dancing, laughing bride up in heaven, not somebody up there scared out of their minds and looking around because they don't know what's going on. So that's been kind of the focus of my ministry. And again, to bring a smile and a lifted heart and to encourage one another, because, I believe what he says when he says encourage each other with these words and don't forsake getting together. Now, I know we're all forsaking getting together at the churches, which in my opinion is a great thing, because 99% of the churches are not teaching about what's important. They're stuck on the old sermon series, this is how to sin a little less and do a little better, and not really thriving on the heart of Jesus, the love of Jesus, the joy of Jesus. Jesus said, my peace I leave with you, my joy I leave with you. I know everybody thinks Jesus walked around with a frown on his face or deadpan. Can you imagine him? My joy I leave with you. And then he ascends up away. I mean, come on. You have humor, right? You like to smile. You have a bunch of teeth that are for smiling. And you get tickled. And you think things are funny. Where do you think they come from? I mean, Christians have been so duped. They have been so fooled into thinking that everything is supposed to be serious and humdrum. I promise you, our Lord is not like that. If you spend day and night with him, speaking and listening and watching, awake, not just drunk on this world and the social media feed. They're feeding you, right? We look at on the internet what they feed us. You go to the TikTok and do you go search something? No, you don't even know what to search. Where would I start? You just go like this. You're being fed. And the Facebook, you're being fed. I remember the days when you would look at a couple of things and it was over. And then they made it endless. If you sit there on Facebook for the next 700 hours, it will never end. And there will be stuff that catches your eye and is interesting. It's designed that way, right? But how about spend the next 700 hours? Well, we don't have 700 hours in my opinion. Spend the next 70 hours, maybe the next 7, just going through this. I've thought of this in the past. I don't know if I said it enough, but start in the Psalms. Just go to the Psalms. If you're wanting to hear his heart and you want to know where to start in the Psalms. If you're wanting discipline and wisdom, go to the Proverbs, of course. If you want the love story that touches your heart, go to the Song of Songs, often labeled as the Song of Solomon, and go to the Song of Psalms and imagine yourself as that bride. Come away, my love, my dove, my fair one. Come away. Oh, my beloved, I hear him in the clouds, and he's upon the mountains. And he comes and he says, the time is the time of the turtle dove singing, the flowers, and the new grapes give a good smell, right? The new wine. If you want, wisdom from the preacher, this is Solomon. Ecclesiastes is Solomon's book where he said, I tried everything on this earth. I tried everything under the sun, and I had the ability. He had the wisdom, he had the resources, he had the money to do everything he wanted. So he's like, I tried folly, I tried wisdom, I tried sadness, I tried happiness and joy. I gave myself to drink. Even if he said, I can go and drink as much as I want, he said, it's all vanity and it's just a fail in the point of life. And he says, if I build all these riches and have the most, what happens when I die? I turn it over. And so what he was saying is, under the sun, there's nothing on this earth that's really truly worth it. So he says over and over, look, just eat, drink, be merry, enjoy this lot in life because it is the gift from God under the sun, but have your mind on heavenly things, on your eternal purpose, on our true home. And that is what this beautiful word provides for us. And now that you know, every single story, every single book of the Bible is fleshing out the original story of Adam, man, representing God, Jesus, and searching for a bride because it is not good for man, Adam, to be alone. So he pulled from his heart, they removed a rib and pulled from his heart the bride. So every book retells that story of Jesus finding a bride. And we know, of course, he'll find two brides, like all these stories also talk about two brides and talk about the older brother killing the younger brother, about the two brothers and the adversary and the older brother always oppressing the younger brother. And that is representative of Jews oppressing the younger brother. And what we see now is the old covenant oppresses the new covenant. And Jesus said to John in the book of Revelations, take this little book. Look, I'll show you comparison. All right, there's the center of the Bible. So there's the Old Testament and there's the New Testament. Now, most brilliant teachers agree that the Gospels up to Acts is still really Old Testament. So watch this. Let me take this out of here. All right, now we're in the book of Acts. So Jesus said to John, take this little book and eat it. And it'll be sweet at first, but it'll be bitter in your tummy. And, you know, for a Jew, accepting Jesus, like at first, there might be a way in, but it's a hard pill to swallow, so to speak, right? And so that is what we see with people raised on the Churchian church. They have a hard time accepting joy and love. It might catch their eye, but when it's in their belly, they're like, this seems wrong. You know, we shouldn't be laughing and smiling about this. It was all his eternal plan.